across the front in gold, rimmed with black, with the maroon background. Now Conway will inbound right in front of us to our right from our broadcast position. We'll pass it off to Richard Brown to start the second half. They're joined on the court by Ryan Barnes, who has the basketball, along with Jordan Warner and Ante Gospic. Barnes pulls up three, front rim short, rebound hauled in by Karan Johnson. Gives it over to Latrell McCoy. He had a strong start to the first half. Here's Travis Dorich. Went a little too fast on that layup attempt on the baseline, and he misses it off the side. Here's Richard Brown with it, works it around the wing, gets it over to Matt Conroy. Gets it inside of Gospic, who gets contact and gets the foul drawn on Karan Johnson. Johnson, that's going to be his second. Gospic with a strong first half, which you mentioned, 13 points to go along with 7 rebounds. Did have a couple of fouls and had to set out the last 4+ minutes of the first half. Gospic in his 3rd game on the year. First free throw, it's off the side and Karam's off to the side and no good. Gospic having a strong start to his 2012-2013 season. Mentioned missed the first 5+ games on the year. Made his first start for North Georgia at 22 points to go along with 8 rebounds. Gospic gets the second. It is now 38-49. Flagler down by 11, and a foul is drawn. And that's going to be on Gospic or Conway. They call a foul on Gospic. That's going to be his 3rd. So Gospic picks up his quick 3rd foul, 33 seconds into the second half. Shaw will inbound underneath that basket. Hunter throws it up, draws contact, doesn't get the call. Rebound pulled in by Shaw. Here's Richard Brown, gets the screen. Works it inside, nice pass to Jordan Warner. Kicks it off. Graces off the left hand of Curtis Hines, out of bounds. He'll stay with the Saints. Desmond Gibson will come out. Gospic will come out, and he's having a quick chat with Hector Sanchez about that last foul that he got called on, which forces him to go onto the bench. And now Gospic having a word with Flagler assistant Ben De La Cruz, who was a great big man during his time with Coach Bo Clark. Here's Conway, gets inside, knocked away. That pass intended for the entry pass for Desmond Gibson. Out of bounds, will stay with Flagler. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Flagler trying to find some sort of sustained offense. Not coming from Gospic. Here comes Brown, driving on McCoy. Pull-up jumper, 6 feet off the backboard, no good. Didn't hit rim. Have 4 to shoot. They need to get something going. Brown throws it up, gets blocked by McCoy, and it'll be a 3-on-1 and a layup for Curtis Hines. Flagler wasn't aware again that the shot clock was running down. Next thing you know, Brown's shot gets blocked. Shaw gets a 3-on-1, and Hines gets the easy basket. 51-38, almost thrown away. High off the backboard. Gibson trying to throw it back. He can't get the finish. Bringing it back in is Warner. 2 golden opportunities. And we're going to have a stoppage as John Brosco was looking at the shot clock. Now, he was trying to look. They're going to determine if any of the shots attempted by Warner or Gibson hit the rim. I didn't think so. And they're going to inbound it right in front of Nate Wine over to across from us from our broadcast position. 14 seconds remain on the shot clock. Here's Warner, hands it off over to Barnes. He gets the screen from Gibson, 7 to shoot. Barnes out driving to his left, hands it off, kicks it back over to Conway, 4 to shoot, 3, shot partially blocked. And they're going to have a foul away from the ball. No, they're going to call a foul on Dortch. They call Dortch holding on to Desmond Gibson while trying to get the rebound. So Dortch called for the foul, his 3rd. He'll have to sit out. And coming in for Shaw will be number 12, Keith Mitchell. Brown will inbound. With the basketball is Ryan Barnes. Works around to Brown. Brown works it inside. Warner has it knocked away. Great defense by Karan Johnson. Hands it off over to Johnson. I'll go for the slam. And Gibson gets called for the foul. Look, it was a clean block by Desmond Gibson. And you hear a couple of Flagler fans behind us not real thrilled about that call. Johnson was going for a left-handed slam. Gibson, from our vantage point, got him cleanly with the block with the right hand. But Gibson called for the foul. Gibson's first, Flagler's second in the half. Johnson's free throw hits off the back rim. 51-38. Shaw with the lead. 17:58 left to go here in our contest. Second free throw hits off the side, hits off the front. Keith Mitchell gets the rebound. His shot no good. Richard Brown brings down the board for Flagler. Hands it off to Gibson. Gibson working, trying to get it around, gets it back over to Brown. Now Brown gets the screen, trying to drive inside, gets over to Warner. Warner needs some help, trying to back down Mitchell. Loses the handle, gets it over to Brown. Stays on the front court for Flagler. 14 to shoot. Nice spin by Brown. Jumping in the elbow, no good. Rebound brought in by Mitchell. Here comes McCoy, trying to run it up. Troubles with the right hand, trying to go up and under, loses the handle, knocked out of bounds by Brown, and will stay with Shaw. Matt Clark will check back into the game. Ryan Barnes will come out. 17:24 left. 29 on the shot clock for Shaw as they inbound. Pass over to Hines, almost wasn't aware of it. Hines works it back over to Johnson. Not about shooting a three, instead of he'll work it back inside. McCoy gets it over to Hines, who gets it right in position in front of Jordan Warner. And Curtis Hines gets another basket. Yeah, it's all 4 Shaw points in the second half and 17 for the game. Shaw leading 53-38. 17 minutes left to go. Long three by Conway, good. Now Conway gets his second three-pointer of the contest. He has 6. And the Bear lead is down to 12, 53-41. McCoy. With that at the top of the key, Flagler going in the 2-1-2 zone. Works it inside, ball knocked away, into the hands of Brown. Gets it over to Matt Clark. Clark jumps contact high, the glass, can't get the basket, but he'll go to the line as he gets contract drawn on him by Derek Hunter. And Hunter, that'll be his second and Shaw's third team foul. So Clark at the line to shoot 2. Clark on the season, 76% from the charity stripe. And he makes the first. Clark down with 4. And can cut the lead, cut the deficit to 10 with another one here, and he does. Clark makes them both. Your score is now 53-43 Shaw, 16-26 left to go here in regulation. Winner would take on Rollins in the championship tomorrow at 2. Loser would take on Mansfield as the alley-oop goes no good. Johnson just got it over his hands but couldn't slam it home. Shaw with the basketball to cut into single digits. Clark will hand it off to Brown and will get the call from Coach Bo Clark. Here's Matt Clark, his son, gets it around over to Warner. Swings it back to Conway, guarded tightly by Hines. Warner now drives the baseline, pull-up jumper, right hand, good. Matt Conway now with 5 in the second half, 8 for the game, and all of a sudden it's a 53-45 lead. Flagler on a 7-0 run. McCoy kicks it over. Hunter drives the baseline, kicks it inside, loses the handle, and getting the foul drawn is Keith Mitchell. And I'll call it a foul on Jordan Warner. That'll be his first and the team's third. So Mitchell will go to the line to shoot 2. Mitchell, a tough day from the field for him. 1 of 4, only 2 points. Does have 3 rebounds and a pair of assists. And he makes the first. Keenan Harper, who was number 25, checks into the game. He'll replace Derek Hunter. Jordan Warner will come out. And Ante Gospic, who has 3 fouls, will come back in. Coach Bo Clark taking a gamble with Gospic in the 3 fouls. Second free throw by Harper's no good. Rebound hauled in by Conway and Flagler. Brown brings it up, hands off to Conway. Conway drives it inside. Gospic, quick basket, gets it off the glass, gets it to go, and draws the foul. Gospic, sensing the contact, got the ball quick out of his hands, and he'll go to the line to complete the three-point play. Keenan Harper called for the foul, his first, team foul number 4. Gospic looking to complete a three-point play and cut the lead down to 6. He can as that goes off the front rim, but it goes out of the hands of Karan Johnson. Out of bounds, and it'll go back to Flagler. So Flagler can't hit the free throw, but thanks to the unforced turnover, they'll have a chance to get some more points. Conway pulls up, rims in and out. That would have been a big three to get the momentum back to the Saints side. But here comes Shaw on the other end. Long two by McCoy, yes. Trell McCoy gets on the board for the first time in almost 17 minutes of playing time since he had 11 points to start off this game. 56-47. Brown gets it inside of Gibson. Pass was too strong, otherwise he would have had an easy layup. Brown will back off, guarded by McCoy. Calls off the screen. Does get the screen by Conway. Brown driving, doing a lot of dribbling, not a lot of passing inside of Gospic. Loses the handle. Nice clean steal by Latrell McCoy. Knocks it out the hands of Gospic. All the way, long skip pass, and going out of bounds and almost colliding head first into the chair was Curtis Hines. Hines appears to be all right. And he's taking a seat right in front of, to the right of us in our broadcast position, as we are now at the under 15 media timeout. Hines still a little slow to get back and join his teammates on the bench. Like he's holding his left shin, and taking a few extra breaths before he joins his teammates over to the right of our broadcast position. 14:41 left to go in our contest. Shaw leading 56-47, but Flagler making a game out of it. As so far they've been able to really limit Shaw to try and go inside, as Shaw has yet to attempt a three-pointer in the second half. And Flagler doing it despite only shooting 3 of 13 so far in the second half, including 1 of 4 from the three-point line. We'll see how this last play that Hines was involved in, running into one of the chairs near the Shaw bench and into the stands, how that will affect him during the first few plus minutes coming off the timeout. Flagler on the court to have a lineup of Jordan Warner, Richard Brown, Matt Clark, Ante Gospic, and Matt Conway. And it will inbound going from your right to left. For Shaw, it will be Latrell McCoy to go along with Travis Dortch, along with Keenan Harper, going with Karan Johnson and Keith Mitchell. Gospic gets an inside jumper in front of the free throw line by Warner. Good. Jordan Warner with 4. And Flagler cuts the lead back down to 7. On the other end, a foul. And if that's on Gospic, that's going to be his 4th. Nope, they'll call the foul on Matt Clark. That'll be his first. So Flagler catches a huge break. And the fact the foul was called on Clark and not Gospic. Keenan Johnson at the line, and he misses the first. Johnson had a strong start to the day from the free throw line. Hit 3 of his first 4. Since then has gone 2 of his last 8. Now 5 of 12 from the line on the game for Johnson. He does hit the back end. Johnson now with 14. Shaw lead back up to 8, 57-49. 14-12 left to go here in the first half. Victor Anderson in view inside Warden Arena in Winter Park, Florida. Second and final game of the first day of the 38th annual Winter Park Rotary Tangerine Tournament. Richard Brown drives. Warner, long 2 and a hand in his face, no good. And we'll have a foul away from the ball, as Gospic was getting into position. It looked like Julian Chaney gets called for the foul. Was blocking out Gospic while trying to get in position to get the rebound. So Chaney called for his first, team foul number 5 for Shaw. And Matt Clark will inbound on the baseline of his basket. Hands it off to Jordan Warner. Now Brown with the basketball over to Clark. Clark drives. Gets a hit over to Gospic, who gets it off the backboard and in. Ante Gospic gets the basket. He has 18. 57-51. And again, Flagler cutting slowly but surely to the lead. Ball stolen away by Jordan Warner. Great hands and length shown by Warner. Flagler can cut it to a one-possession game with a three. Brown drives inside, over to Gospic, has the ball knocked away. Great block by Julius Chaney. Here comes McCoy with the 3-on-3. He'll pull up right hand, gets it to go. Latrell McCoy gets it back with 15, gets himself back on the scoreboard once again. He now has 15, 59-51. Coming up on 13 minutes left. Gospic loses the handle, knocked away out of bounds. He'll stay with Flagler. 22 seconds on the shot clock, and a double post move by Gospic. Having a seemingly easy matchup with Julius Chaney. Conway, turn around, jumping near the baseline, no good. Tipped away, gets up in the hands of Karan Johnson, who's been real quiet in this first half. Only 1 point for Johnson after having 13 in the first half. McCoy was wide open, but they can't it back over. Johnson would take a three. Hits off the side rim. Rebound snatched in by Warner. Flagler kind of cut into this deficit. Clark with a three. Hits the side, no good. Tipped in by Matt Conway. Great heads-up play by Conway. Sensing the angle off the rebound. Gets the right hand in perfect position and gets the tip in. And again, Flagler cuts the lead down to 6. 59-53. Chaney pulls it up. Can't get the basket, but he'll go to the line and shoot two. Matt Conway called for the foul. That will be his third. And Flagler, along with Shaw, each with 5 team fouls. So Julius Chaney will be back at the free throw line to shoot a pair. Chaney entering today's contest, 8 of 11 from the charity stripe. First attempt at the free throw line today, and he gets it to go. 60-53. One more free throw to go. Richard Brown and Matt Clark will come out. Ryan Barnes and Matty Sagarderson will check in for Flagler. Ron Johnson will come out for Shaw, and checking in for the first time will be number 5, Muhammad Abdul Rahim. Chaney with one more free throw coming up to put the Shaw Bears back up 8. 12:19 left to go. Hits out the front of the rim, and Gospic pulls down another rebound. Gospic closing in on a triple-double. Sagarderson avoids getting stolen away, hands it off to Conway. Back over to Barnes, near the top of the key, guarded by Curtis Hines. Now 12 minutes left. Flagler trying to cut the lead down by Shaw. They trail by as many as 15. Sagarderson pulls up for 3, misses everything. Ball not saved, out of bounds. He'll go back to Shaw. And it seems just when Flagler has a chance to get themselves back in the game, down by 7, down by 6, they can't get a basket. And then on the other end, Shaw is able to get themselves either a basket or a free throw trip. Ball skip past to Hines, gets it inside of Abdul Rahim. Knocked away again by Jordan Warner and almost stolen away. But back into the hands of Ryan Barnes. Barnes will bring it up past the timeline and hands it off to Matty Sagarderson. Sagarderson works it around, works over to Warner in the wing, hands it off to Barnes, 18 on the shot clock. Now Barnes calling for a screen, drives to the left. Barnes drives, hangs, can't get the finish, ball tipped away. Gospic almost had the rebound, pulled in by Latrell McCoy. McCoy, nice bounce pass over to Keith Mitchell, gets on the glass, can't get the finish. Rebound pulled in by Flagler. Conway had a wide open Warner, now his bounce pass to Gospic, out the backboard and in. Ante Gospic now with 20. And all of a sudden, it's 60-55. Closest the Saints have found themselves in this second half. McCoy for a big 3. Hits off the side of the rim. Another rebound pulled in by Matt Conway. Flagler with a basket can cut it to a one-possession game. Here's Gospic, pulls in. Offensive foul on Gospic, that's number 4. Half position, but he led with that left shoulder and fouled into Keith Mitchell. And Gospic will have to go onto the bench with 10:29 left to go here in this game. So Gospic will check out along with Matt Conway. Matt Clark will check in, and also checking in for the first time will be number 5, Adam Jones. Local product by way of Winter Park High School, transferred in from Fairfield University. Jones, a 6'9" sophomore. Inside to Cheney. Cheney trying to back down Warner. Nice handle, almost loses the handle. Gets it inside, they'll do over him. Losing the handle, knocked way out of bounds, and it'll go to the Saints. 60-55, 10-13 left to go. Saints trail by as many as 15 in this half. But now find themselves a basket away from cutting it to a one-possession game. Barnes with the basketball, guarded by Karan Johnson. Works it around over to Warner. Nice high low to Jones. Loses the handle, goes out of bounds. Julius Cheney putting great pressure when Jones got the pass on the right block. Jones saw Cheney, loses the handle, has it knocked, goes out of bounds, and Shaw will have the basketball as we take our final immediate timeout of the game. So Flagler doing a much better job of limiting Shaw's opportunities at the three-point line. And have actually outshot Shaw in the second half in terms of field goal attempts, 23-12. And of course, Adam Jones, if you remember, ladies and gentlemen, when Winter Park was a teammate of now New Orleans Hornets guard Austin Rivers. And of course, Austin Rivers, the son of Boston Celtic head coach Doc Rivers. So your local connection is right there. And so far in this second half, Flagler has been able to get themselves in much better positions offensively. And on the defensive end, Shaw has not been able to figure out that 2-1-2 zone, which they were able to handle with relative ease in the first half en route to shooting 56% for the first half. They're only shooting 4 of 12 in the second half. Flagler in the second half shooting 30%, but they're getting much more shots, out shooting Shaw 23-12. Flagler already on the court. It will be Warner to go along with Jones, Barnes, Sigardison, and Matt Clark. And for Shaw, as they run out of the huddle of Coach Cleo Hill Jr., it will be Karan Johnson along with Latrell McCoy, Curtis Hines, Muhammad Abdul-Rahim, and Junius Cheney, the 5 on the court for the Bears. Pass to Johnson, long skip pass to Hines, gets it inside to Cheney, pulls it up, nice double block by Jones, and Warner out of bounds. Will stay with the Bears, but great defense, interior defense by both Warner and Jones. 9:46 left in regulation. Bears up by 5, 60-55. McCoy, entry pass to Cheney, backing down Jones, has it stolen away, but into the hands of Curtis Hines, who's right there, and he gets the easy basket. Hines with 19, 6 in the second half. And Shaw bumps the lead back to 7, 62-55. It looks like Shaw's going now to a 2-3 zone. And that's exactly what they're playing. Warner kicks it out. Clark works it around back to Barnes, 15 on the shot clock. Clark, wide 3, got it. Matt Clark knocks the 3 down. And it's a 4-point game, 62-58. Clark, a 33% three-point shooter, and you saw the range he has there. Entry pass kicked away by Ryan Barnes. Shot clock will remain at 25. Keith Mitchell will come in, Cheney will come out. No significant foul trouble for any of the 10 players on the court. Johnson with 2 for Shaw. Warner with 2 for Flagler. And Warner almost has it knocked away. Stays in the hands of Latrell McCoy, who hits the running left-handed bank shot off the glass. McCoy with 17. 64-58. 8:40 left to go here in the game. Here's Barnes. Works it around to Gardason. Thought about getting a screen, but hands it off to Matt Clark. Now back to Gardason as Shaw remains in that 2-3 zone that they recently switched into after playing man-to-man strictly the majority of the game. Warner, long jumper, no good. Rebound pulled in by Keith Mitchell. McCord running it up, gets it inside to Karan Johnson, kicks it out. 3 by Hines. Back rim, no good. McCord brings down the offensive rebound. Looking for some help. He'll kick it back out to Karan Johnson. Hands it back to McCord. We'll reset. That's a play from Coach Cleo Hill Jr. Inside to Johnson, had a backdoor cut. And again, a great steal with Warner with the long hands. Gardason will get the nice tip pass by Matt Clark. Lays it in, and just like that, it is a 4-point lead once again for Shaw. 64-60, 7:40 left to go. Winner will face Rollins and an alley-oop to Karan Johnson. Beautiful read. Karan Johnson gets the alley-oop, and it's 66-60. So Gardason will peel back out. Shaw now going back to a man. I thought they were going back to man-to-man for a second, but instead they sit in the 2-3 zone. Ball knocked away by Abdul Rahim. Johnson, who surprisingly has great ball handling skills for a big man, hands it back off to Matrell McCoy. McCoy works it at the top of the key. Flagler back to the 2-1-2. Hits it inside. Nice pass to Abdul Rahim. Can't get the finish. Warner brings down the board. Clark thought about pulling up for 3. Got double team for a brief second. Hits it back over to Gardason. 2-possession game. 6:40 and running left to go here in the second half. Winner plays Rollins for the championship tomorrow at 2. Loser will play Manfield in a consolation game at 12 noon. Clark has to pass the bars. Needs a 3. Hits out the side, no good. But McCoy snatches down another board for the Bears. Outlet pass, now driving hard as Hines will get the right-handed layup to go. No help on the baseline defense and allow Curtis Hines to drive to the baseline uncontested to get the layup. Hines with 21 points, leading all scorers, 68-60. Flagler in need of a basket in the worst way right now. Here's Clark driving an elbow, almost trying to get some separation, hands it off to Barnes. 10 on the shot clock, under 6 minutes remaining. Gardason gets a screen from Warner. 6 on the shot clock. Gardason drives, right-handed runner, no good. Tipped away by Johnson out of bounds and will stay with Flagler. Desmond Gibson will check back in. Matt Conway will check back in. Ryan Barnes will come out. Jordan Warner will come out as well. Richard Brown also checks in for Flagler. Gardason will come out. So on the court for Flagler right now are Gibson, Brown, who's at the inbound, Adam Jones, Matt Clark, and Matt Conway. Conway gets the inbound pass. 10-footed right hand, no good. Rebound pulled in by Johnson. Almost has it stolen away, and Johnson gets away with another travel. Bo Clark is beside himself. And Cleo Hill Jr. will take a timeout. 5:32 left to go. Clark still couldn't believe that no travel was called on Karan Johnson as he was guarded tightly by Adam Jones after he got the rebound off the missed shot. So as Coach Bo Clark talks with his assistant Jake Pickett and Ben Dela Cruz, trying to figure out how to get themselves back into this game. He had the lead cut down to 4 with the basketball, had a bad possession, and on the other end, Curtis Hines gets an easy layup. And since then, Shaw's been able to get them to recreate that separation that they've had throughout the duration of this contest. Again, this is the second game of a quadruple header of action here inside the Warner Arena. The Rollins women's team will be having their holiday classic starting at 5 o'clock as Rollins women, currently ranked number 23 in the nation, will be taking on the Lakers of Mercyhurst. And then at 7 o'clock Eastern, number 12 Indiana, Pennsylvania will be taking on Cedarville. For more information on all the actions set to follow, log on to rollinsports.com. If you have any comments about our broadcast, you can tweet us at Rollins Sports and send an email to tommytar@rollins.edu. Ron Johnson will inbound. He's joined by Latrell McCoy, Derek Hunter, who checked back into the game, Curtis Hines, and Keith Mitchell, the 5 on the court for the Bears. McCoy drives, gets it over to Johnson. Nice spin move by Johnson underneath Adam Jones, and Karan Johnson with another beautiful move and gets 2 more points on the board for Shaw. He has 18. And the Bears bump the lead back to double digits, 70-60. Coming up on 5 minutes left to go in this contest. Flagler needs to go on a quick run right now. And just as I say that, the ball gets knocked away by Derek Hunter. McCoy will slow things down and elect to run some clock and get a quality shot in the process. McCoy works it around the right side to Derek Hunter, gets it back over to Keith Mitchell. Back over to McCoy. 15 on the shot clock, coming up on 4:30 left to go in the second half. Inside, back over to McCoy, 3-pointer, will be big, he gets it to go. Latrell McCoy now with 20. And that could be a crippling blow for the Saints' chances, 73-60. 4:15 left to go here in this game. Jones backing down Johnson, gets some separation and gets to finish. So Adam Jones gets on the scoreboard, 73-62. 4 minutes left here on contest. Shaw, if they can hang on, will have a date with Rollins in the championship tomorrow afternoon. McCoy guarded tightly by Richard Brown. 3-pointer by Hines, gets it to go. Curtis Hines with a red-hot second half. He has 24, 11 in the second half. 76-62. Bears in command. Bo Clark over to our far left, looking for answers and looking for a run in the worst way right now. Richard Brown inside, Jones off the backboard in. 76-64. So Adam Jones gets on the board for the second straight basket. 3:17 left to go. Shaw again electing to milk some clock and get a quality possession in the process. Almost stolen away. Great hands and great awareness by Keith Mitchell. Mitchell looking for some help, gets it over to Curtis Hines, guarded by Matt Clark. 3 minutes left to go, 10 on the shot clock. Almost losing the handle. Back, nice cut over by McCoy, loses the handle out of bounds. He'll go to Flagler. Flagler will call a timeout. And Ante Gospic, who had to sit the majority of the second half, had to pick up his 3rd foul just 45 seconds into the second half. Picked up a 4th foul with about 11 minutes left in the second half, and has had to sit on the bench ever since. We'll enter back into the game. Flagler down 12, 76-64. 2:55 left to go in the second half. Winner will take on Rollins in the championship of the Winter Park Rotary Tangerine Tournament at 2 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow. Saw Rollins assistants Kyle Frakes and Brad Ash looking on, getting some scouting for Coach Tom Klusman as they prepare for a possible matchup with the Shaw Bears. So Les Flagler can work some magic in the final 2 minutes and 55 seconds. The loser of this game will take on Mansfield in a consolation game at 12 noon. As far as foul trouble, Flagler is at 16 fouls. Shaw's at 15 fouls. Possession arrow is in favor of Shaw, going from your right to left. Flagler going from your left to right. Gospic with 4 fouls. Conway with 3 for Flagler. Dortch, the only player in significant foul trouble for Shaw. He has 3. Now Conway will inbound. As we mentioned, 2:55 left to go here in our contest. Flagler with the basketball, down by 4 possessions, 76-64. Clark works it around over to Brown. Here's Conway. Thought about shooting a three. Gets it inside to Jones. Ball knocked away. Try to go to Gospic, but great hands by Keith Mitchell. McCoy will drive inside. Hesitation left hand, no good. Ball goes away, and it goes up into the hands of Karan Johnson. And now more time will be wasted by Shaw. They have the lead. They have the possession arrow. And they have a complete control of this game. McCoy, Johnson, long two. Back iron, no good. Brown brings it in for Flagler. They need points, and they need them in a hurry. Brown gets it over to Jones. No basket, offensive foul called on Brown. Brown called for the foul. That's his second, team seventh. No free throws for Shaw since it occurred on the offensive end. 2:07 left to go. Shaw still leading 76-64. Flagler had cut the lead by Shaw to 4 during the second half, but we're not able to cut into it any further, and Shaw has built back the cushion that they had in the first half where they led 49-37 going into the intermission. 15 on the shot clock as they get it inside to Johnson. Johnson drives to Jones, has it stolen away. Jones gets it over to Brown, gets over to Gospic. Loses the handle when he gets fouled. Gospic a little slow to get up. And Gospic, I think Gospic is mentioning a wet spot near their left block. And they called a foul on Keith. They called a foul on Keith Mitchell. That's going to be his second. And team foul number 6. So Gospic will be at the line to shoot 2. 1:37 left to go. Gospic trying to cut into this lead. Gospic on the night, 20 points, along with 10 rebounds. First run rims in and out. Gospic was dominant early on, got into some foul trouble late in the first half, picked up his third foul 45 seconds into the second half, and has not been a significant factor since then. Second free throw rims in and out. And a foul called on Richard Brown, trying to seal any separation between himself and Latrell McCoy. So Brown called for his third. Team foul number 8. So now it'll be a 1-and-1 situation for Latrell McCoy. McCoy making his first trip to the free throw line today, shooting 69% for the season. McCoy hits the first. McCoy now with 21. Had a strong start. Had 11 points in the first 7 minutes of the second half and has been kept in relative check since then, in spite of the fact he has 21 points and he hits the second. McCoy with 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. 78-64. Shaw in command, 1:20 left to go. Gospic and Johnson battling on that paint. 3-pointer by Conroy. No good. Gospic brings down a rebound. Looking for some help. Gets over to Brown. Need to start shooting threes in a bad pass by Richard Brown. Thought Adam Jones was going to be cutting towards the basket instead of going away. So a turnover by Flagler, and that may do it for all intents and purposes. So we're now under 1 minute. Coy will have the basketball, guarded by Matt Clark, and Clark will foul him. 55.4 remaining in our contest. Clark with the foul. His first, team's 9th. So McCoy at the line for a 1-and-1. Next foul will put Flagler over the limit. First free throw by McCoy. No good. Hits off the back rim. Conroy with the rebound. Flagler down by 14. They got to get some jack up some threes and get them going now. Gospic drives. Loses the handle. Nope. Call a jump ball. Jump ball, possession arrow will go to Shaw. Gospic still battling hard, in spite of what will in likelihood be a loss for the Saints, dropping them to 4-4. Barnes will come. Ryan Barnes comes back in for Matt Clark. Derek Hunter will get the inbound and bring it up. 7-second difference between the game and the shot clock. And Shaw will just let the clock dribble out. Shaw will improve to 5-4. Flagler will fall to 4-4 in a year. And they call Matt Conway for the foul. And that's going to be his fourth. And now, going to the line to shoot two will be Curtis Hines. 22.5 seconds remaining. Shot clock has been turned off. Curtis Hines, 11 points in the second half to go along with his 13 in the first. First free throw hits out the front rim and falls out. Hines, 24 points, 10 of 14 from the field, and he hits the second. Hines now with 25. 79-64. Shaw will advance to the championship game, and will take on Rollins tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. Jones for a three. Hits off the side rim, no good. Conway got a follow-up dunk. Can't get it. Hunter will dribble it out. And Shaw will advance to the championship of the Winter Park Rotary Tangerine Tournament, thanks to a 79-64 win over the Flagler College Saints. Rollins will take on Shaw tomorrow afternoon